Oh my gosh! Some of you theorists come swinging! Just saw a theory about Jax's unforgivable action being killing Kinger, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't either, cause wow, if that happened, guys, get me in the circus, I will strangle him. It's on. I'm gonna do what Pomni did to him, and I'm gonna do it so much worse. What Pomni did to him, it'll look like a saint themselves did that to Jax, okay? I am going to come into the circus like an angel of God, like the angel of death from God, and come to Jax and give him the most horrific torture that he's ever had in his entire life if he lays but a hair on Kinger. Anyways, another theory that I saw was that Jax actually pushes Kinger into the void. See, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If we go with my theory that Jax unintentionally caused Ribbit's abstraction, I really like the idea that Jax would accidentally cause Kinger's abstraction or falling into the void, whatever. Like, he would accidentally cause this. Right, because Ghostworks had also said, like, Jax would not intentionally cause someone to abstract. Bless my Twitter doom scrolling, someone found the response that Gooseworks had said to a question on her Tumblr. Is there anything awful that Jax wouldn't do? To which she responded, yeah, there are a few lines he won't cross. So this leads me to believe that he would not deliberately cause people's abstractions, because that would, quite frankly, be an insane line to cross. So I like to think of it as it would be a situation that's just kind of fricked up in general. Like, Jax would maybe push Kinger, but he doesn't realize that behind Kinger there's a part of the void, and Kinger falls in, and he's like, oh, frick. That feels more likely to me like an unintentional cause for harm towards Kinger, as opposed to, like, him being malicious and intentional about it. And I do, if we go with my theory that Jax accidentally caused Ribbit's abstraction and was blamed for it, and I think it's even more crazy if he had, like, nothing to do with that, but if we go with the theory that Jax accidentally caused Ribbit's abstraction and was, like, blamed for it, like, he unintentionally caused it, was blamed for it by, like, Kaufmo, for example. And then Ragatha was, like, you know, on the fence or something. How poetic would it be if Ragatha took Kaufmo's position and Pomni took Ragatha's position in that regard, in, like, modern day, where, and this would lead into, like, the Ragatha and Jax argument that I want to happen, because I know that they got beef with each other, and I want to see it go down, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be really interesting if there's, like, members of the circus that kind of, like, gang up on Jax in a way, but Pomni is the one to kind of, like, she's very clearly, girly, I love you, you've got to let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't want help, and I know it's hard to watch, but unfortunately he's just gonna get worse. But I like the idea that Pomni is the one, and maybe Zubul, but Pomni is essentially the one to kind of, like, pursue and care about Jax and, like, want to see him get redeemed, even though he does the most horrific thing, right? Because that would be a little bit insane. And then, oh gosh, the concept of Pomni doing that, and then everyone turning against Pomni, because why the frick would you side with Jax of all people, and then Jax not even be willing to accept Pomni, because he's 100% gonna push her away. There's no question about that. Pushing her into this is gonna be a freaked up episode of leading to Pomni abstraction. But see, if everyone died, like, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they would do that. But that would kind of fuel the Pomni line of, like, I just wanted to help. Oh, have mercy. Like, and then she would, man, guys, what if Pomni does something and then she feels responsible for it, and then Jax blames Pomni? Because, you know, guys, everyone would expect Jax to do it. And I know that there's evidence for Jax to do it, but there's also been red herrings in the show. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a deliberate red herring. What if Jax pushes Pomni into the void as well? Dude, there's not evidence for that, but there is evidence of Pomni falling into a void and having everyone help her out of it. Well, she's falling into the cellar, technically, but, like, bear with, just stay with me. Anyways, I came back here because I thought I was going to do like a brief storyboard on how I think that would go. Because what would realistically happen, synopsis, what would realistically happen is Kinger and Jack, like Kinger obviously is going to tell them something that is like the most jaw-dropping thing that this cast is going to hear, okay? Kinger is probably going to tell them something like, oh yeah, you all are not real. You all are digital copies. And then that's just gonna frick everybody up, and then Jax is gonna use that to his advantage, of course, and then that's also gonna frick Jax up because it's just another I can't believe I was right situation for him. He'll perceive it as that. Like, I saw a comment say, like, Jax will think he's right and perceive it as he's right, even though it's just not. They can still feel, they still have human emotions, etc., etc. It's not fully true, the statement that they're just AIs or whatever. But Jax, being the idiot that he is absolutely going to take that and just use it to his advantage, right? He's just gonna fly with that. So Kinger dropping the truth bomb of like, oh yeah, we all are fake, Soma theory's real. Jax is going to get so ticked off. And I think it's interesting because Kinger also kind of uses the strat that Jax does, which is basically, just don't think about it. Jax, a lot of his strat is also like, just don't think about it. Just push it down. Just shove it aside. Worry about it later. Worry about it later. Worry about it later. I know this because I relate to Jax and I do the exact same thing. But also that's just how he works. Like, that's evident in the show. He'll just push things away. He'll run away. He'll pretend that he literally tried so hard to convince himself that none of this is real. So what's gonna happen? It is going to be right after I think I accidentally deleted Kane, and Zubel says, holy bleep. Not on my YouTube channel. Sorry, Zubel, you're gonna have to be censored here. But they're gonna kind of be talking, like, some of the scenes in the TADC episode 9 trailer. There were some scenes of, like, you know, Pomni saying, like, are you sure? And Ragatha being like, that means. And I think that happens, like, that's in response to Kinger killing Kane. And then that's just probably going to send Jax off, right? Like, that's just gonna send him into a tangent, and, like, he's going to, like, come against Kinger very verbally, right? Like, just go off on Kinger. This is awful. I'm gonna get a Kinger and Jax talk, but at what freaking cost, man? This is the worst. I hate this fandom. I can't wait to get out of it. And then I'm trying to think how the conversation would naturally flow into Kinger. I think it would be a now what do we do type of situation. Someone might ask that question. Oh, I freaking lied. Jax, and it's probably gonna be Jax. God dang it. Jax will probably go off on Kinger, but force him to fork up whatever information he's been hiding. And I don't think, okay, to reiterate, I don't think Kinger's deliberately hiding stuff. I think he's just, he's been put in such a situation that he has been avoiding this, right? He's basically doing what Jax has been doing. Kinger's just off doing his own thing at the cost of explaining to everyone what's actually happening. So then when he's actually brought down into that stance, cause like, we see this in, like, episode 7, he's not afraid to, like, talk about stuff. We see this in episode 8, he's not afraid to talk about stuff. He's not afraid to answer questions. But I think just after years, he's been in the circus for years, after years of being in the circus, and just, like, the reality of the situation for him fricked him up. It fricked him up. So I don't think it's an intentional thing. I don't think Kinger's intentionally keeping information away from people. I think it's just the circumstances would lead people to believe that type of thing. But he's literally just trying to stay alive. The man is not doing okay? He's not he's not doing okay. And the same can be said for Jax. Like, Jax is also not doing okay, and he's doing stuff that really implies he is not doing okay. I think Jax is going to push Kinger for answers, and then Kinger will kind of be forced to explain that. And then Jax is, you know, that one scene where he's doing the 6-7 is like, that's when they are told they're not real. And that scene is like their response to that revelation, or very close to that. And then after that scene is probably where Jax is gonna go off, and I don't want to do that. I don't want that to happen. Gooseworks, please be gentle. Please. Oh, Jax, when I get you, 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 Jax! I sound crazy just screaming in the closet like this. So Jax is, I don't really know what that'd look like. I think oh, No, he would use... Because Jax has this weird thing about lying. This poor soul has been through a lot. Probably having to do with someone lying and, dare I say, stabbing him in the back. And dare I say, I don't think Rivet deliberately stabbed him in the back, but I think would have done so through their abstraction. So, you know, like, maybe she made an agreement with Jax of, like, yeah, we'll be sorry, what's the Skyridden? Yeah, we'll be together forever. And then, yeah. So something like that probably happened with Ribbit specifically in Jax, but I also think that Jax just dealt with a lot of lying probably in his IRL life. To what degree we'll get information on that, I don't know. I didn't think it would be a lot, but it might be. I don't know. Because that definitely does affect Jax to some degree. But getting a little off track, Jax is very, you know, he brings up a lot of, like, he doesn't like the fakeness, he doesn't like lying, despite being one of the biggest, stinking, fakest liars in the circus. He's got a problem when anyone else doesn't. So he is going to 100% attack Kinger in that regard. And be like, why would you lie to us about this? Why wouldn't you tell us this? I can't believe you wouldn't tell us about this. Maybe he would even grab at Kinger and just like shake him like, I can't believe you wouldn't tell us about this. And then Kinger would like kind of back off and Kinger is just like not doing okay. So Kinger would like, you know, out of just like pure like reaction, like he's not even, I don't even think he'd be fully there. Out of pure reaction, he would just, like, back away, and, like, you know, the void would start forming or whatever, or was there behind Kinger, and he'd just accidentally back up into the void, and Jax would maybe, like, reach out to him or something, like, wait, no, I did not mean that. And then maybe other circus members would, like, come up to him as he's, you know, like, trying to save him, but he's too late, he's too far. Jax was the only one that, like, could have probably got him. And then this sets up a lot. I would like to say, I don't think this would legitimately happen. I'm like 65 to 68% sure that they would not cause another character to abstract or like full on die. I think the most that would happen, and I did kind of theorize this in a way a while back, is that like Kinger would be removed from the equation somehow, and then the rest of the cast members have to like get him or help him or save him, whatever. I think something like that could be the case. I don't know. But this would probably lead into a argument. You know what, I'm not going to probably storyboard too much of this, because I don't want to do the voice acting, because my throat hurt. I have done so much voice stuff today. But anywho, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in about that specifically, because that is a sickening theory that is like entirely possible, because Jax would do it, he would be very reactionary as well. He would just do it out of reaction and just like pure anger and like feeling of betrayal probably, or just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, really? You're gonna tell us this now? Really? You couldn't have told us this any sooner? And yeah, I just think, but okay, to add to that though, that would be an insane thing to do. But at the same time, we only have like one shot of Kinger, and it is in that beginning freaking shot. Oh, no. Jax, if you kill Kinger, your days are numbered, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, your days are numbered. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that, and I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh. Storyboard segment! I think I accidentally killed Kane. What do we do now? If Kane's gone, what does that mean for us? Kane was the only reason we could create anything in the first place. If he's gone, the circus will stay like this indefinitely.
Is there anything we could do to bring him back?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do to fix this.
Are you sure?
Yes. That means... No. There has to be something you can do to fix this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were all dragged into this mess. Are you kidding me? We can't just live in this kind of place. You mean to tell us that now we have nothing, and there's nothing we can do to fix it? Guess that's one thing we can count on with Kinger, is that he's too insane to do anything correctly! Have you ever done something that you regret?
This is me post finishing storyboard stuff, whatever. Sorry I sound like this, I've been sick for like 6 days. I'm not super happy with the storyboard, but I kind of wanted to challenge myself and see how much of the like trailer stuff I could fit in and have make sense, so that's kind of what I ended up focusing on. Everything that I talk about in the video I still think could and would happen, but I just kind of, as I listened to the audio and stuff, I realized I kind of missed a lot. You're not gonna pry anything longer than a minute storyboard out of me though with this specific subject, because I don't care. Anyways, yeah, that's all. I just wanted to talk about that.